continue for some.
Yeah, but I think today's going to be more of a rain day than a snow day.
Definitely
in fact, we're going to talk about some storms. Down in Texas, where you have the rain right now, there is a little bit of thunder and lightning mixing in, and there could be severe weather later today. The main risk could be damaging winds. Houston, you're in at Beaumont, Lake Charles, Alexandria, all spots that could see that. So here's where the rain is going to be. This is 6 o'clock. We'll take you through the morning. Rain moving out through Louisiana. We can't completely rule it out, though, in southeast Texas. You can see still hanging on to a couple of showers, but it's building east into Mississippi, into Alabama, into Tennessee, and then it kind of just stops. You're not going to see a lot of moisture working its way into Georgia, certainly not into South Carolina. I mean, overall, it's going to stay dry there. The rain hanging back a bit more towards the Mississippi Valley, Little Rock, Memphis, even Nashville, getting possibly up to an inch of rain more into Louisiana and parts of Arkansas. We just have more persistent moisture. Houston, we've got thunderstorms out there again this morning. They'll be with us through the first half of today. Then we get a break into this evening, but they're back for you tomorrow. But then we start the warm up. Look at those temperatures, 86 degrees. All right, let's go in search of some snowflakes. Jim, any falling? And there's several communities saying that actually after this hurricane season. We're going to go through the numbers. What a season it has been. So first of all, we've had 6 Category 3 plus hurricanes. We haven't seen that since the busy season of 2005 when we went to the Greek alphabet. Then we go to the Cat 4 landfalls. We saw 3 of them this year. That's a new record. We set that this season. We also had 60.58 inches of rain. That was in Harvey, and that is a new record now for the U.S. in terms of wettest tropical system. 37 hours is how long Irma spent at 185 miles per hour. That's now the strongest a hurricane has stayed for so long, and 8 million people lost power due to Irma. And again, just staggering numbers, and we know that 2/3 of the island of Puerto Rico is still without power. Cantori. So where are we in the season? How much is left? And what else still could happen? Residents of Puerto Rico still struggling 6 weeks after Hurricane Maria devastated the island.
And back in September, we introduced you to Shawn Warner. Shawn is a 2-time cancer survivor and adventurer, and frankly, just all-around great guy. He rode out both Irma and Maria in Puerto Rico. He is now back, and he's going to go back.
So, yeah, he's been back once to Puerto Rico. He's still on a mission to help, and he's joining us now live via Skype. Shawn, thanks for being here. So, I mean, where do we start with this story? I guess let's start with when you went back to Puerto Rico. Why did you go, and what?
Can you give us kind of an overall mood of everybody down there, especially given what they've gone through and what they're still kind of waiting on in terms of life improvements?
To get gasoline. I'm just thinking of the expense of that, right? That's right. Powering your house right now. It's got to be a huge expense. Are people back to work? I mean, what is the status there?
And get in line again.
And you do it all over again.
Shawn, you're going back down for Thanksgiving.
Keeping us updated. You're really giving us a great first-hand account of what's happening.
All right, you can hear more dramatic stories of this hurricane season, just like Shawn's and our.
If you're going to the mountains, if you're going to the beach, you may be doing both. Pay attention. You got some weather coming your way. You're also going to find some cooler temperatures. So with this pattern change, get ready for the coldest air of the season. It's coming to the northwest. We're going to see temperatures getting knocked down, and that's, of course, what's going to lead to some of that snowfall. But, you know, that's really going to be confined to the northwest, to parts of the north. Mainly the southern plains, the southeast, staying warm, staying above average. By the middle of next week, we'll get a little lobe of cooler air getting into the northeast. We are already running our warmest October on record. Our warmest was September on record as well into the northeast. Now we're going to start off the month of November with some warm temperatures, above average weather coming our way. Seattle, we look at the numbers, again, coldest air of the season with highs only in the 40s. That's well below average, about 10 degrees below average. Compare that to the south. Atlanta, our temperatures closer to 80 as we get you into this upcoming weekend. Chris.
It's certainly good news for California, Jen. All right, it was a spooky Halloween sight in upstate New York. Take a look. A creepy cloud was seen gliding over this town in New York, just south of the Canadian border. It didn't bring any measurable rain to the area, but wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour were recorded there yesterday. Jen, I mean, interesting. Very Halloween-ish.
I wish you could see us in the studio because we're all squinting at the monitors trying to figure out what's happening there. That was an interesting sky. All right, coming up here on AMHQ, first Harvey, then Irma, then Maria.